Right.
soften that fascia. So I definitely try to recognize that. Other than that, it's cosmetic, siding on that right.
So that's just like plastic.
Yeah, that line side, you get a storm or something, it can fly off, so I mean, it's.
Okay, I got 5 o'clock. We can start the meeting.
Okay, Mr. Smart,
Present.
Mr. Gaylor, Mayor Roderick,
Present.
Attorney Redlin,
Present.
Mayor.
Okay, has everyone had a chance to look at the minutes?
I have, and I'll make a motion we approve.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, do we have any citizens petitions?
That would be you if you want
Me?
to, if you want to speak to the council or the board regarding your bill.
Okay, if you would state your name and then,
Bill Pierce.
okay. And what brings you here, sir?
Well, I've been watering some plants, but in the basement, I have a laundry tank. So I do draw on paint and stuff. And I clean out my tools and I have a plastic bag. And it was wrapped around the faucet, the hot water faucet. So in order not to get anything go through the drain, I would put it in that bag. The only thing I can figure out is that that bag slipped and turned the hot water faucet on. And the way I figured it out, I had no hot water. Now I have a high water bill. But I don't know how long it ran, and I don't know exactly if that's what it was. But if I would have turned it on, I would have turned it on, because I would have been right there. So the only thing I can figure out, it had to be that.
Okay. How much are we talking as far as the high water?
I got my bill right here. I just wondered if maybe I could have some extensions on it. Not have to pay it all at once.
Okay.
I talked to her about it the other day.
Okay. Are you capable of doing extensions?
Or
The Board
whatever.
of Works can grant extensions. We can't. We are not able to do promissory notes because of the updated utility ordinance.
Okay. Well, the reason I ask is Susan used to give extensions and I haven't been asked a long time, so
It's-
if I didn't know.
This board has done extensions before
Right.
since,
Right.
yeah, but we're not allowed, or we don't have the capacity to do repayment agreements because that was taken off the table with the
Okay.
updated utility ordinance.
So it's 382.
And normally, what is it, Phil?
75. So,
How much of an extension are you needing, sir?
well, gonna have a few months on it.
So till December, maybe?
Yeah, that would be good.
I'm okay with that if you are.
You good with that?
But that's fine.
Everything current and been current?
I had
You don't
no idea that was going on.
Okay, well, I make a motion, we extend this payment out to December.
Or extend it or take some out extra each month.
Yeah, however you want to work it out.
I'd rather do
We'll
it
We'll give you.
extra each month.
And we'll let her
Figure
set
it out.
that up, but we'll just give you an extension to where you don't have late
Okay.
fees until your normal bill cycle in December.
Actually, we'll just give you till January 1st, so you'll have the month of December to get it paid.
Okay.
Does that
In
sound
January
good?
1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll do it till
So,
January 1st to get this bill caught up, and you
You
can work
just-
arrangements with
With her.
Joanna as far as how,
December 20th would work the best because
Okay.
that's when the
Okay.
utility bill is
Yeah.
due.
December
Okay.
20th. December 20th then.
That's good.
And you can
Okay.
work out arrangements, how to extend that out. That's between you guys, but
What we'll
Yeah.
do is we'll
At
just
least
give
it
him,
wouldn't be 400 at once.
we'll just give you until December 20th to have your bill completely caught up in full, and then we will remove any late fees and disconnect fees and things like that. You'll still get a disconnect bill because we won't have the ability to suppress that. But just know that, there won't be any action taken and you'll have.
So do I
until-
just pay extra each month?
I would pay as much as you can extra each month,
Okay.
and
I
it'll be
thought-
reflected on your bill, so you'll know what.
Okay, I didn't know if she was gonna say wanted it all by the December 20th, but I can pay each
Well, we want it
month.
all by
Yeah.
December.
Yeah, you want December
But you can
20th.
pay
It's easier for
payments
you to
on it.
pay an extra 50 to,
Yeah,
$100
whatever
a
it
month
takes
or
till
whatever,
December.
whatever.
Okay, I'll figure it out and then I'll add it.
Okay.
Well, it's usually taken out of my account, so I'll just have to
Can I
bring it
see
in.
your bill real quick?
It's an automatic withdrawal.
So you'll need to come in and make an additional payment.
I'll second, by the way. All in favor?
aye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to write the account number down so I have that information.
Okay, I'll stop by and maybe we can figure some more out. Okay,
All right, that sounds good.
appreciate it.
Yep, thank you, sir. Okay, department heads, Mr. Swank.
They found, 4 fuel tanks down on the, demo site, so we're kind of dealing with that right at the moment.
Fuel dump?
Have we heard anything from IDEM or anyone as far as what we need to do?
Yeah, I mean, we went down there today and backed around all of them so Gentry could pull them out. We've got one that we, have left in place because it needs to be pumped. That's gonna be on Gentry's hands, having somebody come and pump it. There's one that they removed today. There's a little bit of odor in the soil. So tomorrow we're meeting with them because they have 24 hours to report that. So Todd had asked if tomorrow morning, first thing, if I can meet Gentry down there and we'll kind of look at that situation. And that may turn into a bigger can of worms than what we already have.
Did I see they were backing up close to the corner of Perry and Jackson where Napa was?
Yes.
Was there a tank there too?
Yeah.
I thought, when we was talking, I thought there was probably
Yeah.
gonna be one.
There was 3 tanks. There was one right at the very corner of Perry and Jackson. And then about 20 feet away, there was a second tank. And then another 20 feet away, there was a third tank. And then there was a fuel oil tank that was sitting behind where the Masonic Temple was. That's the one that still has some content.
That's the big one too, isn't it? Like 20 feet long.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yes.
Remnants of
Water
things past.
project that's kind of at a standstill right at the moment. They're waiting on the block layer to get back to finish laying block for the building. Then of course we've got the whole reservoir thing. So there's a few fire hydrants that have been put in. But
I need to find more for you to do.
Try to.
not at all.
Well, thanks for keeping on top of it anyway.
I think that's everything.
Real quick, quick question. As far as the house that burned down there by the river, I mean, how soon can we move to maybe get that tore down or what process do we
Which
start?
one is that?
The one that, I think they had a meth lab in it. I don't know what the story is.
No, it was,
but- That story I heard, so I don't
no,
know.
that Chad
I don't think they were,
Carlson.
never mind.
From what I heard, Chad Carlson dropped a cigarette, right? And that's what ignited the house caught on fire.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
There was a person that reached out to me right after it happened and said, that the insurance was gonna do their due process and this, that, and the other. I have not heard anything more.
But normally it has to go through the insurance before we can do anything with it.
And it's not owned by the town, correct? Or the city?
No.
No,
No, there's about 1/20th, 20 different ways of owners down there.
yeah.
Oh, lovely.
And then here's the flip side of that. Let's just throw it out there right now while we're talking. If it comes to my attention and somebody wants to unload it, is that something that the city's even interested in since it's down there by our parks?
Yeah, I definitely think so. 'Cause
I
It
mean, I
would
didn't
just
want
be
to
our-
speak on,
we could just absorb it into the rest of the park. Maybe even use for parking if we needed to.
Well, I heard the other one beside it's empty too. AC Hanthorne used to live there, but I guess the family wouldn't sell it to him, so I think that one's abandoned.
yeah, that may be something, maybe have Chad look into or.
And say sometimes people, when they have,
See if they can reach out to him.
well, so if, there's been issues on the property, sometimes they just want to unload it. So, because the city can probably take part in demolishing it at some point, correct? I mean, you have the
Yeah.
abilities to do that. Kind of similar to the Hoffa situation, where as long as the title looks okay, I don't see why it would be a problem. That's the only thing I would suggest looking into. But-
I think we would definitely want the property. Just
Yeah, I
keep
would-
something else from building there or anything.
Yeah, I think we ought to let them try to reach out to to the people before somebody tries to, there's somebody that's gonna think, hey, I can have a riverfront house down there and
Right.
try to get it before anything can be.
Is that something you can help us with, Mallory?
Just, if you could send me over the address of
I'll
the
get you
property,
the
I'll pull the
address,
property
yeah.
record card and see if I can get any pertinent information from that. And if you have any phone numbers for anyone, if anybody's reached out, we can start there.
I would imagine eventually it'd go up on a tax sale anyway, if anything, but
I think it's
we'd
lumped in
want to
with
make
all the
sure we
others.
got it.
Yeah,
Right,
I just wanted to throw that out there so somebody didn't try to hold us ransom.
Right.
You know how people are. I mean, somebody like, yeah, I can go down there and buy it for 10 grand and hold the city ransom for 50.
Right.
I mean,
Okay, we'll suspend the meeting for property hearings.
yes. The first one, we're here for a review on 210 West Street. Have you had a chance to review
I
the
have.
property? What is the current status of it?
The structure on the rear has been repaired, doors installed. It has cosmetic things that need to be done, but as far as being structurally not sound, all those corrections have been made.
Okay, and have you discussed the cosmetic corrections with
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes,
And
I think he was waiting on a bucket truck or something, correct?
Yeah, I bought a bucket truck and the pump for the hydraulics quit on me, so I ordered a new pump online. It just hasn't arrived yet. But I will be getting that fixed as soon as possible. Cause I don't want, the whole roof tore off and it was redecked, whole new roof, so I've got a lot of money invested in it. I don't want anything bad to happen to this, cause I've got a ton of money wrapped up in this house right now. So as soon as I can get it done, I'm going to, which I'm hoping it arrives this week on Friday, but I'm just waiting on them to arrive.
And everything that he just reported is things that you have observed on the property as well?
Yes, yes.
So at this time, do you think it should still continue as an unsafe building, or are you asking the board to dismiss the unsafe building against this property at this point?
Well, you know how when you release them, it can turn into another issue. I think we ought to review it, like maybe in December, and just give him time to get the soffit pinned back up and taken care of.
Does that sound okay with you?
That's fine.
Okay,
Okay, motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we revisit this
I'm looking for the date here, just 1 second.
December
It would be December 5th,
5th,
it looks like.
December 5th, to see the progress and whether we want to dismiss it at that time.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then we were also here on the 424 East Main Street that's currently owned by Blackbird House LLC. I think that the last time you reported that they had been doing work on the property and that the
Yes.
property owners had been in touch with you between meetings. So have you had any further contact?
Yes.
Is that
Okay.
that brick that Wayne
Yeah, that's
Tibbetts?
the brick up there. Yeah, they've got the majority of the structure done on the inside. All of the block work is done on the exterior. I think they're waiting on the window package to come in, and they've started to do some painting on the exterior of it. There's actually been quite a bit of activity there.
Oh, looks like it.
I truly think
Yeah,
they're,
I've
They
noticed it.
started to paint it black, it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna
Goes with
follow
their theme.
through and do their thing, but, Cody Akers is the one that's actually running the project for
Okay.
these two women. And he does an excellent job of,
Yeah.
keeping in touch with me and.
He's a good kid.
Yes.
So at this juncture, it's probably too soon to ask the board to release the unsafe
Oh,
building.
absolutely, Yeah,
But it is progressing
Yes.
substantially since the last owner had bought it.
yes,
Or-
absolutely.
Okay. So, would you like to ask the board to set a review hearing for that then?
Maybe December.
Yeah, let's do same thing December.
So I make a motion, we review that again on December 6th, I believe you said.
Fifth.
And, oh, no, right?
Sixth.
5th. Did you say 5th or 6th?
I believe it's the 5th. Let me look.
Gosh.
It is the 5th.
Okay, December 5th, so we can review it, see the progress made.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then the last one was the 106 North 6th Street. Have you seen or heard from the property owner? Any progress made on it?
It's about the,
That's the lady that
Yeah,
lives in
it's
the
the lady,
Kirkhoff
right?
house. She
Yes.
bought it.
Oh, I talk to her,
And she came
because
out.
she couldn't be at this meeting.
Yeah, she talked to me.
She talked to you
Yeah.
too?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I didn't get a call.
I think
I think she's even talked to Larry and Derek. But yeah, she was gonna be out of town, but she wanted us to know that she is keeping up on it and she plans to have it done by November anyway.
That's kind of what I heard.
At least the statements are consistent.
Yeah.
Have you seen progress on the property at all, or is it mostly interior? I don't even know.
The exterior, the previous owner had basically everything on the exterior completed. The only thing that's left on this that is an issue is that garage at the rear of the property needs to be demoed.
Okay.
And she's reached out to me for names and numbers and
I
contractors.
thought
that
she
do
told
that.
me that TNT or something wasn't it TNT? Was
I
supposed
don't-
to come down and for some reason they were behind or something like, I don't quote me, but it's something along those lines and she's waiting on TNT to get down here, but she has, they agreed on a price and
I know she's worried
Something
about
of
it
that
enough
nature.
it will get completed.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
gonna be
no
done, I
doubt
have no
about it.
doubt.
Yeah.
Is TNT a contracting agent
yeah,
or
I
a
think
contractor?
they used to, I think they're a tree service or something up there by Odell or something.
So at this point, just set a review then.
Review, yep.
I'd say December on that, and then she'll have November to get it done, and it should be done in December.
So I'll make a motion and we revisit that on December 5th.
I'll second.
All in
All in
favor?
favor?
Aye.
And that's it from me.
All right.
Thank you. We'll resume the meeting. Chief Miller.
Just got done meeting with the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute. We're awarded $19,000 in grant funds for the 2024 year for DUI enforcement as well as stop arm violation and our patrolment over school zones in the city. They have also supplied our department with the new latest and greatest in barcode readers for license plates that incorporates into our e-ticket system. So every officer got a new scanner put in their car. They're going to be supplying us with a LiDAR laser speed detector.
I just seen something about those on TV.
Yep, so they're gonna be supplying us with one of those through our grant. And they'll also be supplying us with a new toxilizer, which is very, very similar to a portable breath test for alcohol. But this reads marijuana, methamphetamine, cocaine, and heroin. So if we're dealing with individuals that are operating motor vehicles under the influence of any of those, we'll be able to get a roadside test for those. And
How's that work? I mean,
it takes saliva and
Okay.
analyzes the saliva.
Okay.
And we can actually get a roadside determination on what narcotic is actually showing us those symptoms of impairment. So we'll be doing more narcotics impairment as well as alcohol impairment. So pretty much all I had.
Did you find anything else out about the stoplight today? Or probably not another problem.
Not another problem.
I sat there for almost 5 minutes today. It didn't change.
Where-
I finally
Which
drove
one?
the one at Perry and Jackson. And I was on Perry and I ended up just, because I was going to turn right, I ended up going through the dance studio because I was between
That-
two semis. And I called the chief after that and I said, and he said he's had been called before and he actually got out and directed traffic one day because it just takes forever for it to change. So,
And then the next cycle, it takes off and it starts working again.
yeah.
I had said something and he told me it was just me and.
Yeah.
Well,
Because it worked fine for him.
You
Me
can call
too.
district, State Highway District, Crawfordsville, the signal division, tell them. You know what I'm saying? Up in Crawfordsville, it's the district, and they have a signal division that will go and take all the, so if you're having issues with it, they can come down and check it.
I'd like to talk to them anyway and get one of the controllers for us. So when we have grades and stuff, we can sit there and manually control.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice,
Lights.
yeah.
That might be a good concept.
Monty Wilson used to work up there in the signal division, but I don't know if he still does, but anyway.
Yeah, I actually waited there that long, drove up to the next light and it turned red and I sat there and I was watching my rearview mirror. And when that one turned green, that other one finally turned yellow. And I drove on, but that was quite a while.
It was great. I saw the traffic backed up the other way, so I left County Market onto Jackson Street.
Yeah.
I went-
I seen him go by. Yeah, okay, well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any unfinished business? Got any questions? Okay. New business, utility credits?
Mr. Swank, does everything look good? Any concerns? Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve utility credits.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Disconnects.
I make a motion, we approve disconnects.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And payroll.
I'll make a motion, we approve payroll.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Sign that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, claims.
Has everybody had a chance to look at claims?
Yes,
I'll make a motion, we approve.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next meeting is Tuesday, October 17th at 5 PM. Do you have a motion to, oh, go ahead.
One thing before we adjourn, there was discussion previously about, looking into the property that had been burnt, I believe, right, or by the river.
Oh, that's on Monroe Street.
It's on Monroe Street,
What
yeah.
word? No, wait a minute. Are you talking about the
No.
property that's burnt?
No,
Or
no,
the
no,
other?
I thought I heard that it was, something was burnt, and so
Down by
that's
the
Yeah.
river.
by
Yeah,
the river that we were
there
just
is a
talking
house
about.
that's burnt, yes.
Correct, and that's the one that the
It's on
city
Washington
is
Street.
interested in?
I think
What is
she's
the one
talk-
she's in, the city's
think-
interested in by
How
the
about the
park?
other ones?
She's talking about the ones crossing
Okay,
the
that's why I
sewage
wondered
plant.
if you were talking about
Yes,
the ones
that
that
one.
we're purchasing. Yeah.
That
We're
one,
purchasing on the other side on Monroe Street.
Monroe Street.
There's two lots that are
Okay.
part of the park. What was the name of the gentleman? Does anybody remember?
The.
Are they empty lots?
Zach
Yeah.
Cooper. Zach Cooper's the one that
Okay.
owns it.
Okay,
I believe that was his name, Zach Cooper.
I thought that the chief said it was partially owned by lots of people.
This is.
No, that's
This is
the
the
house.
house
That's
on
the one
Washington.
That's a different,
Yeah.
it's
Are
on.
you
the
are
other
you talking about the
side.
house on Washington?
Okay, let's start over.
Yeah.
The property that we were talking about earlier,
That
that
property.
perhaps was by
Washington.
the river or by a park, that you wanted us to look into.
Yes, that's the one that's on Washington Street.
Washington Street, you're gonna get me an address.
Actually, Washington and Canal, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure that.
It's
Okay.
it's a canal address.
Canal address.
Okay. And does the board authorize me to get a title search of the property before giving our opinion on if the city should acquire it or not?
Yes,
Either by means of donation or purchase. Are you okay with the title search?
Do I need to make a motion?
Please.
I make a motion, we give them authority to do a title search regarding the canal Washington Street
That's
property.
what I wanted
and I'll
to know.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No,
You
no.
guys were confusing
Well, it's
me.
just we're buying so much property.
No, I
on
completely
each
understand.
side, so the other one is a done deal now, pretty much, I think. I signed a paper yesterday for that.
That's awesome. That's it.
Oh, and the paper you had me sign, the e-sign, it
Yes,
brought
the
your
copy.
name up underneath, after I
Did it?
signed it, it says, and then it says printed, it's got Joanne Broadwater, and I couldn't change it, but it was like typed in.
I'll reach out to him and
Yeah.
ask him, because I know when we discussed it, you were the one that was gonna be signing, and,
Right.
yeah. all
And
right.
and it's
I'll-
weird, because I signed it, or I signed the box, and it went in there, and then your name came up underneath my name.
All right, I'll check into that.
All right.
Doubly official.
Yeah, totally
But it's
official,
signed, anyway.
totally official.
Okay. Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, everyone.
Sorry, guys.